Look at all my books. Holy shit. That's a lot of books. Hello everyone, today I will be reviewing Gated by Amy Christine Parker. I made a mistake in my last video calling her Amy Christine Johnson. I am sorry, that was not right at all. Gated. In the community, life seems perfect. Lyla Hamilton believes she is one of the chosen. Following the 9/11 terrorist attacks, Pioneer invited her family to join the community and escape the evil in the world. They have thrived under his strict, charismatic leadership. Now 17, Lyla knows for certain facts are not to be questioned. 1. Pioneer is her leader. 2. Will is her intended. And 3. The end of the world is near. Pioneer has visions of the imminent destruction of humanity. He says his chosen must prepare to fight off the unchosen who will surely seek refuge in the silo, the underground shelter where the community will wait out the apocalypse. Lyla loves her family and friends, but a chance encounter with an unchosen boy has her questioning Pioneer, the community, everything. She needs time to figure out the truth, but with Pioneer's deadline for the end of days fast approaching, time is the one thing she doesn't have. Oh, is this book freaky? Cults are so weird, and taken from a person who almost joined a cult. You don't know you're about to do it because you think it looks like such a nice place to be, a nice group of people to be involved in, but then you start looking underneath the surface and you start to see, like Lyla does, the cracks in the surface. Gated was really intense and a really thrilling read. I found I got through quite quickly because of that too. Lyla is not anything extraordinary of a heroine, but like most heroines, she sees the right in things and she starts to see the wrong side of the community that she lives in with her family and friends. Pioneer is so creepy. It's like he's so psychopathic, but you can't see it at first because he seems like such like a father figure almost to Lyla and everyone else in the community. Very calm, very nice, and everyone, especially when Lyla is describing him at first, you think of him in a very fatherly light because she's describing him as saving them when she was younger and taking her family under his wing. But as you get going through the book, you start to see his sort of facade falling apart, and he starts getting angrier and he starts hurting people, and you can tell that this leader is just as crazy as Hitler, to say it lightly. The community is very well built in that they have no access to the outside world unless absolutely necessary. They leave one last time, Lyla and her family, to go get supplies for their underground fortress known as the Silo before the end of days. And the end of days is quickly coming up faster as the sheriff in the nearby community is starting to investigate Pioneer and his past crimes. Lyla meets a boy, the sheriff's son, and they obviously, as most of these books do, she starts to develop feelings for him, he starts to develop feelings for her, and he wants to save her, and she doesn't know what to believe because he's telling her all of these things about her community because he sees it for what it truly is as an outsider, and she can't see it at first for what it really is. I really like their relationship. Lyla is intended for another boy in the community, Will, and I also really liked him. He was not a bad character at all, and the whole love triangle thing didn't seem to be played out too much in this book, which I thought was good because I didn't know, like, she's intended for this guy, but she likes this guy and that guy likes her back. Oh joy, love triangles. But it really wasn't that obvious because she clearly had no feelings for Will. It wasn't like she loved this boy and she loved this boy. She clearly had no feelings for him, and it was kind of sad that he liked her so much and she didn't like him in that way. But what are you gonna do, right? The book picks up very quickly, things start to get very dramatic, but I don't want to give anything away, of course. All you need to know is that it's a very exciting read, and you should definitely pick it up at a bookstore near you today. it almost feels like post-apocalyptic, but it's not. It's still set in our modern world, but it's like they're living in a different, completely different setting of time, because they just seem so archaic. So it seems like they started over, like, you know, everything was destroyed and then they started over. So it almost seems like they are post-apocalypse, but they are still waiting for their apocalypse. So Pick Up Gated by Amy Christine Parker, not Johnson, and I look forward to talking to you guys again. Until then, keep reading.